Hey, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on? I really don't have to ask that because we all know what's going on. It's the NFL draft. Welcome to the ride. I will not have my regular time to do my show, which is Saturdays at 3 o'clock. Obviously, because the draft is going on, there's a lot of coverage going on, and all that stuff. But as you can see, I got other business to take care of. I'm on my way to church to be at a homegoing service for one of our members. So this is the only time I have as of right now. But really, you haven't heard my individual thoughts. Maybe you have heard my thoughts on the DC Universe coverage of the NFL draft. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters, Star, um, all of us who have, most of you have seen us on the show. We hope that you guys have been, you know, filled with a little more knowledge, entertained. I know you were entertained. When you got the kind of characters that we have in the group, then you know you should expect some pure entertainment. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do me a favor before I go on. Go ahead and share. If you don't mind, get those likes up for me real quick. It's been a while since I said that. You know how to help out the podcast if you want to. You can do it by the stars if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, you can do it by the Cash App. Excuse me, I'm by the Super Chat. And then, of course, you can do the Cash App, $ the Big Time Show. Real simple. Let me move real quickly because really I would just want to do a slight recap. You hear my thoughts. Everybody has different perspectives on the draft so far. And, you know, nobody is wrong. Uh, you know, it's just all about how you figure you yourself. will want to build a team. I want to make things very clear from my perspective. This is mine. You don't have to agree, but this is my perspective. Mine. Nobody else's. When you get your feelings out of the way and you look at what the Cowboys have done in the first 3 rounds of the draft, I'll go on record and say now they have done a good job. A lot of you ain't gonna like that, but it's the truth. If this was not the Dallas Cowboys and any other team with the draft picks that we have made, you would have said that that team did a good job in the draft. Y'all didn't want Booker. Y'all wanted a receiver. Y'all know on my show, I pumped up Booker. I pumped up the receivers as well. But I told y'all, would you be mad if we got Booker? It's not sexy, but it's incredibly solid, and it would be a home run pick. That's a home run pick in Booker. The gentleman that we got from Boston College, the pass rusher, Donovan. I don't want to mispronounce his last name, so I just stick with the edge rusher from Boston College. The kid is a monster. You would have been happy with that. Yeah, you might want a defensive tackle. Yeah, but it does not diminish that was a great pick, another home run pick. Third pick, cornerback, previous to his ACL injury that he is not fully recovered from yet. He should be ready, most of you know by now, by a training camp. That's what at least that's what they're saying. If he wasn't injured, the kid would have been a first round pick. Now, here's the reason why overall I give the Cowboys a B plus. I was on a flat out A plus for first 2 rounds. I moved it down to a B plus. I even say maybe even an A minus. Matter of fact, y'all go ahead and put your grade down so far. I've said it's B plus for me, but I would take an A minus as well. The only reason why I'm saying that is for one reason. Most of you are thinking that we got to get somebody in for Diggs, and automatically some people have thought that this was the guy that they're really gonna try to pump up for Diggs, and I say no. They've already attacked the issue by getting Elam. Elam probably is gonna be our starter starting off. And I know they got Gilmore in the building the other day, and it could be Gilmore if he signs with the Cowboys. I understand that, but this guy here, man, I don't know if y'all seen the film on him, but if you haven't, you need to go check it out. See, a lot of people be getting opinions about guys they ain't watched nothing. They ain't seen no film. They ain't watched them play in college. You ain't never seen them, and you just going by with off emotion and whatever else you're going off of. This guy is the truth. I love the pick, but my problem was I'm tired of us getting injured players. We specialize for some reason with getting injured players. I don't get the fixation of it. I know what it is. They're trying to get guys that have been injured before, whether it's free agency, the Jalen Smiths, if you remember from years ago. They do that and they try to catch lightning in a bottle. And sometimes it has worked, a lot of times it hasn't. But that's just the Cowboy way. Another reason why you need to look at it, and maybe you haven't heard it before, but mark this down. When that kid, because he can flat out play the cornerback, he can play. He can play. There's no question about it. He can play. I watched the film on the boy would have been a first round pick. He is an excellent corner. Tall, rangy, big hands, long arms, sticky, man coverage, zone coverage. He can do it all. So when I say that, you need to look at that pick maybe as an insurance pick for Mr. Bland. Because we all know Mr. Bland is coming up on his contract. And Bland has earned the right to ask for some big money. Keep that. You see what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. He's going over. Hey, Karam, I can see your comment. I'm just going by what the doctors have said. I listened to Jerry and Steven. Go check out that press conference from last night. They're saying, of course, we ain't gonna put our hats on it because the only thing about the Cowboys, they will rush players back. But their initial statement about the kid and his ACL surgery is that he will be ready to go for training camp in July. Now, I've had an ACL, and that was a moons ago in 1990. But of course, things have developed since then, and we have seen guys come back early, and we've seen them come back too soon, and they're not right, and they're not the same, and leads to other injuries. So we'll hold the book on it, but he's gonna start working in July. That's what they said yesterday. Go check that out for yourself. So, but when he's right, whether he starts on the pup list and whether he misses, God knows how many games this season, you need to be checking out for next year. I'm not really looking for him to really do anything this year. I think that was an insurance pick for Bland, and it was a good pick. In case Bland asked for a whole lot of money, they already kind of got the position tight, slightly taken care of. You can even throw Elam's name in that as well. So they're covering the tracks. That's smart business. I'm not looking for real contributions from him this year. But he's worth the pick. The value is there. He had a first-round grade before the injury, the ACL surgery. So let's not, poo-poo on this guy so quickly. I like the pick. I just brought it down to a B minus because I'm really not expecting him to be impact this year. I'm not saying he's gonna be on the sideline. I'm not gonna say he's not gonna dress. I'm just saying we really won't understand him until later on. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I like the pick. But I brought it down to a B minus because if you remember, at least on my show, I've said that we need to hit home runs on all three picks. That's what I said. I'm talking about day one starters, potential day one starters for the first three rounds. I don't think we got that. I think we missed out on one. But the other two picks, they could very well be day one starters or impact players immediately. So we've done well. Now, since I got that out the way, even though I said that, I still got a problem. Because the problem with the Dallas Cowboys is it's the same old movie. I'll show you what I'm talking about. First round, we always love to go get offensive linemen. I love it because it fits Schottenheimer and what he's trying to do. Physical, rough, high intensity. Booker checks all those boxes. Love it. But we always go get a first round offensive lineman. It just seems like that's the way we do things. Secondly, even though I love the pick of the edge rusher, once again, the Cowboys always got to go get and load up with edge. When are we finally going to attack defensive tackle? See, we good on edge. Y'all see what I'm saying? We always get edge pressure players, but we never address defensive tackle. So once again, at least as of now, the draft is not over. I'm fully aware of that. But as of now, we're doing the same old things. Even though it's two great picks. I don't want to leave. I love the picks. But what it shows is that they are dedicated to their own system. And they're not changing for nobody. A lot of y'all mad because we didn't get a wide receiver at 12. They not look. If they got a great offensive lineman there and a wide receiver there, they are gonna pick the lineman. And in this case, it's a great pick. I'm not. I don't want nobody to think that I'm not. I want Booker. I called for him in the show, y'all. Y'all know that. I love it, but it's the same system. Now, this is the part that I can't stand though, and that goes to the round 3 pick. Appreciate everybody hanging with me so far. Everybody hit that like button for me again. Smash it about 20 times. I would appreciate it. Here's the part that I don't like about the Cowboys, that they have not conquered. They have not mastered this in the last God knows how many years. Even though I like the pick in round 3, I like the cornerback. I do. I do like the cornerback, y'all. I do. I don't want y'all to think I don't. But the Cowboys missed out on a great opportunity. And it seems like that every time, okay, here's your chance to really send a message, whether it's by free agency or in this case the draft. They miss it every trip. Let me show you what I'm talking about. 3rd round came up. Caleb Johnson, the running back from Iowa that we've been talking about this whole offseason, was right there in their face. You want to say you want to run the ball this year? You went out and got a great guard in Booker. If you would have got Caleb Johnson and stuck him in this running back room, my draft grade would have been an A plus. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was right there in your face. You could have saw the running back room in the 3rd round. I understand before y'all start talking that there are plenty of other running backs in the draft. I get that. But why settle when you had one of the best? I had Caleb Johnson down as my 2nd running back over Marion Hampton. I had Hampton as my 3rd. Y'all understand? And then y'all mean some of y'all had Omar and Hampton, that's fine. What bottom line is, Caleb Johnson was universally known as probably one of the top 3 running backs in the draft. He was right there in your face. You want to send a message that you're going to run the ball? You go get Caleb Johnson. You got Booker. Let's go play football then. Instead, you missed out on the opportunity, and you got the cornerback. And I know there are rumors, until I see it factual, they're just rumors. I've heard about the rumors about Breece Hall from the Jets. I've heard about all that stuff. If they do it, I'll be glad to have Breece Hall. I think he would be outstanding with the team. I would love it, actually. I would take it. But it ain't happened yet, so I'm not even entertaining it. The Cowboys are going to show me. Now, like I just said, there are other running backs that real good ones that have not been drafted. But the real truth of the matter is that because we don't have a 4th round pick, we're probably going to miss out on some of the names that some of you are thinking about. The Gibbons, I don't know if we want to Scatterboo or not, but I'm saying Scatterboo, Martinez, the kid from SMU, Brashad Smith, Blue is still available, even though he's been the injured guy. All these people, and there's other names as well. Neal from Kansas, Devin Neal from Kansas. All these guys are still on the board, but I guarantee you, there's a lot of them finna leave in the 4th round now. Okay? I'm saying you had a great chance in a pretty good round to really send a message that would have energized the fan base. If you just substituted Caleb Johnson with the cornerback, everybody would have said the Cowboys, everybody, even the haters of the Cowboys, would have said the Cowboys get an A in the draft. There's no question about it. That was the opportunity that we had. I know Dylan Sampson is still available. I get it. I get it. But that would have, you could have solved it all right there. That's the opportunity that I wanted. There were other, look, even though I love the cornerback, the pick that we got, I know other quarterbacks who I think are better than him. That is projected to at least be in the fourth, between the fourth and the fifth round. I don't think, Shane, I see your comment. I don't think it was just about Diggs. He's not going to start anyway. Not the quarterback we drafted. We got Elam, if you remember in the draft, and he was a first round pick. That's who probably, unless we go get Gilmore, who was in the building a couple of days ago. I don't think that the quarterback now is not even really worth talking about starting. Good rotational piece, and then he's coming off ACL. That's if he even plays the first 7-8 weeks of the season. He might be on the pup list. That's not the answer. I think that he's more insurance for Bland, though, whose contract is getting ready to come up. And the kid can play. The kid can play. The quarterback that we drafted, he can flat out play. He had a first round grade previous to his ACL. So he can play, y'all. I'm not knocking him at all. I just think we missed out on a golden opportunity to really hit a home run and get arguably one of the top three guys as far as running back goes in the draft. We missed out. We did. But hey, and I'm tired of Jerry trying to, I don't like what he's saying, and maybe they do believe it. They think different than we do. If you listen to the press conference tonight, last night, they said that they believe in the running back room. They believe in the cornerback room. They believe in the wide receiver room. And they're drafting like it. And they are drafted. They didn't lie to us. They really do believe in the wide receiver room. They ain't picked the wide receiver. They really do believe in the running back room. As of now, they haven't picked a running back. They have not. So I'm not gonna get hyped about the draft, and I'm not gonna get hyped. I'm not going to get mad because I kind of expect this from the Cowboys at this time. I do. I expect this from the Cowboys. This is where, like I said, I just didn't want them to mess it up. They technically speaking did not mess it up. I've already told you. I give them a B plus. If you want to, I might even accept an A minus for the draft so far. That's good. That's a good grade. That is a good grade. So I don't want to act like I'm all messed up. I just thought it could have been better with that third round pick. I wouldn't have changed nothing about the first round pick. I wouldn't have changed nothing about the second round pick. I would have went ahead and got Caleb Johnson. That's what I feel. But I'm not mad at the cornerback spot. I'm not mad at the cornerback pick. I think he's gonna be an excellent player. I just don't think he won't have no immediate impact starting off. That's all I'm saying. So let's get that right. I wanted to come on because, as you know, the draft is about to begin in less than an hour. I won't be watching. Y'all see what I got on. So I'm about to go in a minute for this homegoing service. One of our members who's gone on to be with the Lord. So I'll be catching it, on the back end of it. But later tonight, I'm really supposed to be on with the guys today for the DC Universe show. I don't know. I might be there, but I might be late. But just as soon, if I come on there, just as soon as we finish, I'm going to go on my individual channels, and then we're going to talk about the rest of the draft probably tonight, I think. Don't quote me on that. Just turn the notifications on and see when I come on. If I don't come on, I'm coming eventually, and we're going to talk about all this stuff. But, hey, do me a favor. Hit the like button as you leave out. Smash it about 20 times for you, boy. I appreciate all you guys hanging with me. Let me speak to some of you guys since I'm here. Drew, what's up? Let me see. Y'all put y'all grades down. I got a lot of comments. Jay Bryant, my brother. Craig. Miss Verdi, how you doing? Drew. Quack, quack. What's up? Matthew. Timo. Brian. How you doing, brother? Daryl. Robert. Got a hater in here. He'll be all right. Trying to speak to people I haven't called out. Alan, how you doing, sir? Ty Church, how you doing, sir? Shane, my brother. Appreciate y'all. Listen, if you don't mind, if you want draft coverage, go to the DC Universe. It's not the channel, but you should, if you follow all the brothers, I mean, all of us are combined. Boss Cowboy, Lose Takes, Henry the Moore, Landlord from Alabama. I even put it on my channel. I think it is going to be on my channel. I let them put it there. So go ahead and just watch the DC Universe if you want to. If you're not watching just ESPN, go ahead and watch them. Watch my brothers, support the channels, do it all, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on, either this evening on the DC Universe draft show, or I'll see you later this evening. I'm gonna try my best to. Okay, y'all take it easy. Do me a favor. I ain't done it with y'all in a while, but go ahead and groove your way out of here. I'll see y'all. This has been the one and the only, the Big Time Show.